What is the name of the Edgar Allan Poe story with the heartbeat under the floorboards? It's like haunting because like he murdered the guy and he buried him and he keeps hearing the heartbeat and it's like haunting him. I was hoping you just knew it off the top of your head.
No. I like doing these though. The Telltale
The Telltale Heart! Ah, yeah. I was like, in the name, it gives you what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, the pit and the pendulum, really on the nose. The Raven, really on the nose.
I never thought about that.
The Fall of the House of Usher.
That was a pretty good show.
I never watched it.
I liked it.
I need to. Because, I directed a version of it when I was in high school. So I have a really close-knit, like, feelings for that Edgar Allan Poe story. So I was kind of like, they're making it weirdly modern. I don't know.
Purist over here.
Oh, Mike Flanagan. I know, and I like Mike Flanagan, but sometimes he can get a little too heavy-handed with some stuff.
I mean, I also didn't finish it, so that should say something.
Well, there we go. All right, then. Yeah, the service light. Did you turn it off? Okay. When it was ticking, it was just making
I was wondering where that came from.
I was like, what is that? It's like hearing the heartbeat underneath, just taunting you. I was like, no, it's not the pit and the pendulum because that's, very on the nose. The guy in the pit and the pendulum swinging. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had.
This is Tommy.
This is Jacob.
It's
Tommy Jacob's mixtape. You know it. Hoorah,
I don't know
it. Christmas time.
I don't know it. Do-ra, foo-ra, ooh-ra, ooh-lay, ooh.
We are insufferable Who's. Yes, we are. I don't like the Who's.
Yeah. Why? That's not surprising. Anyways, welcome back. This is TJ's Mixtape. I'm Tommy. That's Jacob over there. We're two long-term friends that like to talk about movies. So we talk about who's in them, who's made them, and then kind of go over some themes and ideas and give it an arbitrary rating at the end. It's a nice way to put a button on it and end it. But happy holidays.
Yeah.
It's that time of year where we're going to do mainly Christmas movies because that is what kind of dominates the scape of this time of year film-wise. It's Christmas movies.
We should actually buckle down and do some Hallmark or something.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Fuck that.
Find the highest rated ones and see if there is anything good in it.
Fuck that. But before
we've already done everything else. What else is there to do?
No, because I think we should do our international.
Oh, the international one sounds good too. Yeah.
But we play a game every episode. At the end of each episode, we randomly generate 2 stars, and then we connect them via co-stars and other films that they are in. And then at the end of each episode, we randomly generate 2 more, and we start the process over and over and over. So last week was Colin Firth to Jonah Hill.
Yeah. You said yours was actually, you got yours pretty quick. So
Yeah.
why don't you kick it off?
So Colin Firth is in Love Actually. I just thought that was fitting, considering what we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
And it's Christmas. With Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman is in Harry Potter with Tom Felton, and Tom Felton is in Get Him to the Greek with Jonah Hill.
Tom Felton is in Get Him
He
to
has
the
a
Greek?
brief... They meet at a party, and Jonah Hill keeps making Harry Potter jokes.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom Felton's like, got it.
I get it, man.
Yeah. He's like, not everyone cares.
I remember that scene now. Yeah. That's when he's all he's losing it. He's all high and whatnot.
Yeah. He's all strung out.
Yeah. All right. So mine, let's see if I can remember off the top of my head without looking. Colin Firth is in Bridget Jones' Diary with Renee Zellweger, who is in Me, Myself, and Irene with Jim Carrey, fitting for today.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think about that. Jim Carrey is in Kick-Ass 2 with Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who is in Superbad with Jonah Hill.
I forgot that Jim Carrey was in
Kick-Ass 2?
Yeah. Forgot about that movie.
Well, I mean, he wants to forget about doing that movie.
I think a lot of people want to forget about doing that movie. Some stuff in that. That one really
went off the rails.
Went dark.
There's one specific scene in general.
There's all of it. Oh, the whole thing is just what happened? Yeah. So at the end of this episode, we will use connectthestars.xyz to randomly generate 2 more people, and we will play the game again. So if you want to play along, put it in the comments, see how you do it. But yeah, so we have finished with Thanksgiving, obviously, because you know what day it is. And we are going into our holiday block. And like I said, usually means Christmas movies. And we decided to go kind of easy peasy with this year just because.
I mean, definitely, it's we were trying to do Christmas classics we haven't seen, and then we realized that we've pretty much done all of that already.
Well, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's has been an unspoken rule with us to try and avoid doing the really
commercialized,
really obvious ones.
And now, and I feel like now it's time.
We have to kind of.
Now it's time. The time is now.
We're getting to the end there of the list.
Power Ranger.
Well, because this is now our 6th year.
Yeah.
And so every year we've been doing holiday movies. And if you go back and look, we've done a lot of the big ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we kicked off the entire thing with the Muppets Christmas Carol and Scrooged. And we were only doing 2 at a time, remember? Because we were doing a banter every other week.
Yeah, Scrooge, Muppets, 4 Rooms. That was for New Year's. Then what do we do? Die Hard, Family Stone, Gremlins, The Holiday.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, I forgot about the 3rd year.
Oh,
that was a long one. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Christmas Story, Hebrew Hammer, 8 Crazy Nights, Santa Claus, New Year's Eve.
Oh, man.
And then the 4th year, what do we do there? I'm just now, sorry, y'all. I'm curious now, so you're going to have to sit with me until I figure it out. The Ref, Jingle All the Way, Klaus.
Oh, yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street, and Diner. I forgot we did Diner. Goose!
That's the wrong one. Goose is Very Bad Things.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, I didn't realize it was so similar in my head. Then last year, we're almost done. Violent Night, The Family Man, Bad Santa, and Polar Express. So actually, when you put it out like that, there are a few more that we could get in there.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing them now, pretty much.
Yeah, but I mean.
Yeah. I do find it interesting how you associate, like, I've always thought of what do we do for around Thanksgiving and what do we do for New Year's as separate from holiday, because holiday to me is more just that's Christmas time.
I start in October because we've kind of made this weird like rule that starting in October the themes start. Like we do the horror movies, and then we try to find something family related for Thanksgiving, and then we find something for Christmas, and then we find something for New Year's. Like we just that's the format that we've done.
Yeah.
So it's like, it starts for me in October. I start thinking about it the second October comes around. I'm like, all right, here we go.
Well, I mean, sure, we're doing theme, but like you always like put whatever we did for Thanksgiving in with this holiday block.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, that wasn't holiday block to me. That was Thanksgiving. That was a different block. And then we started the actual block. I'm just saying, it's just
Thanksgiving is just,
and then also New Year's. I'm like, that's just like New Year's is its own thing.
It's all,
just because it's right next to each other doesn't mean it's the same thing.
Sure, to you. What are we doing? Oh yeah. So, anyways,
man, what are we doing today, though?
We are doing
if you read the title,
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Maybe we don't know.
I feel like that's unnecessary.
It's same. Also, because again, like if we go back 2 weeks, we did Jim Henson's Turkey Hollow. Take out Jim Henson's name from that.
Yeah.
You know, he has nothing to do with. I mean, yeah, I guess he created the storyboard and everything.
Well, no, but this is different though.
It's like they created so much of a not Dr. Seuss.
No, but it is a Dr. Seuss. Turkey Hollow is a random fucking thing. You know what I mean? If it was like Jim Henson's Kermit the Frog, you'd be like, yeah, no shit. Like we know that. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't need Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat is his Mickey Mouse. You know what I mean? Like it's his fucking flagship icon mascot. Like we know who that belongs to. You don't need Dr. Seuss in front of that.
Yeah.
It just feels like, I don't know. It feels weird to me. Like, yeah, we know who did How the Grinch Stole Christmas because it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
But then this is more than just How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
This is what it should be is Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's what it should be. But in all fairness, though, you know, we're getting really derailed. Did you like it?
Actually, I found a little bit less like for it this year.
Well, that's the danger of reviewing movies.
Yeah.
That you used to like, because then you start looking at it through a different lens. I still liked it because again, in the reviewing sense, it's like what I said about when we were watching it about the we're back thing. They took this little 15-minute read. Let's say, I don't even know how long the read is.
It's actually about like 30 minutes.
The whole read, like the book.
Yeah.
They took this 30-minute read that already had an animated adapted, or had
Animated adaptation.
a film adaptation.
Yeah, 1955 Chuck Jones with Boris Karloff. Yeah.
And they actually were able to, unwrap it.
Yeah.
Unwrap it into more.
Unwrap it, yeah.
And even then, the characters are all very two-dimensional, but that it just works for this little kind of bubble that we're in, because it's all very grounded within the reality of the Who world, as opposed to like We're Back is kind of supposed to be in our world, and then they're like, and then they're like, here's the wacky carnival brother, he's evil, look out for, they just started adding these things that didn't really flush it out, but it was all so extrapolated and weird that
from like a kid's book that was literally just about dinosaurs in
a parade.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah,
I
think there was the time travel element a little bit in the kid's book too.
But it's like like I was even reading that Ron Howard wanted Cindy Lou Who to become more of a main character and kind of put her
and
experience.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I think it was a great idea. Like actually, like who this kind of because Cindy Lou Who's kind of in and out.
Who is this Who?
Yeah, who is this Who? So I liked it. I still think it's and also it's got that Who Framed Roger Rabbit thing.
The
fact that it's
the writers.
Yeah, but the fact that it's 25 years old, it still feels pretty good.
Yes, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
So I liked it still.
Yeah, we'll get into where my feelings fell with it because I will say there's still moments that make me laugh really goddamn hard.
Well, that's just Jim Carrey though.
Yeah.
But for those of you that don't know what this is about, I feel like sometimes these feel very pointless. But a green outcast terrorizes a community of Christmas-loving simpletons.
I like that because they are simple.
Yeah,
and it's really frustrating.
Not in a mean way. They're naive.
Oh, I'll fucking say it in a mean way.
Okay. They live on a fucking flake in a snowflake. Yeah. I gotta say, actually, I'm sorry. This is how this episode's gonna go. Apparently, whatever. I do have to say that Dr. Seuss's the Who world is kind of a really cool way to get kids thinking about space.
I can agree with that.
They're like, yeah, it's just a little speck floating around and of nothingness, and you're like, huh?
What is the Earth? Other than a dust.
Yeah,
the dust in the wind.
They just like to rhyme and sing a lot. Well, I guess we do too.
Yeah, but I will actually say, I don't. Sometimes I'm starting to feel like I don't know if they really got the Who's right in this movie as well.
Why?
We'll get into it.
Okay. Well, so as you know,
this
is based on Dr. Seuss's 1957 book by the same name. I never knew what his real name was.
Like Theodore
Seuss Gazelle.
Yeah.
Who passed away in 1991.
Yes.
Didn't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew he was dead. I didn't realize he was that dead.
That dead.
Sorry.
Dead. Dead before you were born.
This movie was released in Los Angeles on November 8th and then had a wide release on November 17th of the year 2000, like we said.
And it was the number one.
Yeah, that very rarely happens. We don't pick stuff like that usually.
Yeah, it was the number one movie of the year.
How many movies did you have?
I counted around 44.
I counted 40.
Yeah. Really quick side tangent though, if you can remember, I don't know if you grew up with it, but which Dr. Seuss book was your favorite as a kid? Do you remember? If he was part of your childhood.
I remember the animated one, watching that a lot, and then the book I want to say is the Lorax.
Oh,
I remember a lot of the Lorax for some reason. I don't know why.
I remember a lot of Green Eggs and Ham, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish, and Hop on Pop.
I really don't think the Cat in the Hat movie is that bad. Sorry, speaking of tangent, I was just thinking.
I've never seen it, so
yeah, I don't really know. I really have to. I think we'd have to review it for me to really have an opinion about it. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. It's the Cat in the Hat, and it's Mike Myers. It's actually kind of fitting, and he's kind of funny in it. Same thing, like the prosthetic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was because the how big this was. They were like, let's do another one.
Yeah, and it just got really panned. I don't know why. Yeah, I think Lorax, which is wild. I need to watch that movie. Never saw it.
I don't really remember it. I feel like I've seen it.
You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
It's all about like deforestation, right?
I mean, yeah, that's what the Lorax story is about. Yeah. No, Dr. Seuss was like a huge environmentalist.
He kind of seems like a really wild dude.
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
I picked wild specifically because I didn't want to say cool.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe at one point he would be kind of cool in like
Yeah.
another time in history.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, kind of wild guy.
I mean, it's like him and Shel Silverstein hand in hand.
Who's Chelsea? He's the Giving Tree?
Yes, or
Yeah.
how the sidewalk ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did Where the Wild Things Are?
Don't remember.
That would be that. We should review that one.
That could go with Cat in the Hat.
Well, because that movie takes a wild turn off. Have you ever seen it?
I don't know.
Oh, whoa. That movie, there's a lot of, like, weirdly enough, I remember seeing that. There's a lot of layers to that.
I could see that.
A lot of, like, about trauma and
Yeah.
anger management and.
Well, all right, we're really derailed now.
Yes.
Okay, so this version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, was it produced by Ron Howard as well?
Oh, I don't know. It was directed by Ron Howard.
I know it was directed by him, but like, I'm not sure.
I think so. I think that's how he got on the radar.
Yeah. Ron Howard, who we have done.
Yes.
I
Technically twice.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, Willow. Oh, we did release Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't find what episode that was, but.
I mean, that was a COVID episode. That's,
Yeah.
when you were sick. And then also Cocoon, which I was like, forgot about. Really weird just mention on seeing him that he directed The Dilemma with Kevin James and Vince Vaughn and Winona Ryder. And
It's like she's cheating on him or something.
yeah, and like Vince Vaughn is like,
Yeah.
yeah, because they have like a deadline for their like car thing. Yeah, really interesting movie. I was like, not a movie I would expect Ron Howard to direct. And I do really want to watch his recent documentary about Jim Henson's Idea Man.
Sorry, I'm trying to. His tab thing got all messed up on my end.
Ron Howard's.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, because like producers is like leading thing. You gotta like actually click
Mhm.
on director. You are eating the microphone.
He did Solo?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Weird. God, he has such a weird career.
Well, and then so this version interpreted and directed by Jeffrey Price and Peter S. Seaman, who we've done with Wild
Yeah.
Wild West. I was like, oh, interesting. And yeah, they did Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Last Holiday, which I just thought was fitting because last year we ended up accidentally watching that with.
Okay, thank you. I was sitting there and I was like, I have a memory of kind of watching this and
Yeah.
realizing how wild it was.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this is a fever dream movie. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell is happening? Queen Latifah, like,
Yeah.
right. That was last
Eugene
year.
Levy.
Yeah.
Just constantly hitting on her.
Yeah. Just making really inappropriate comments about this kind of like curvier black woman. He's
Yeah.
just going up and saying wild shit to her.
I was like, damn, dude.
Calm down.
Get it.
Calm down. Eugene Levy's so funny. But yeah, so they're our writing duo.
I mean, those are kind of the hot points. I don't think we need to focus on
Yeah, let's do reviews so we can just get into
Well, we need to get to starring.
Oh, right. Well,
Starring Jim Carrey. Imagine that.
I was going to say starring Anthony Hopkins. He's our narrator.
Oh, I forgot to put him down, actually.
Because that's just wild.
He is the first voice we hear. So.
Yeah. So Odin is narrating this movie.
I like how you associate him with that.
It's more for I don't
Hannibal Lecter is narrating this movie.
know. No, he's not doing. No, it's not. It's, if it was any one of his characters, it'd be Odin.
Oh, like it was one of his characters?
Yeah.
Maybe Titus Andronicus.
Yeah, maybe not a fucking Lecter though.
Actually, Hannibal Lecter could probably narrate this just to lure in some people to eat.
I think it's too lowbrow for him.
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, for Hannibal Lecter. Anyways, Anthony Hopkins is our narrator.
Yes.
Moving on. Jim Carrey is the Grinch.
He is. I got Taylor Momsen next, who's Cindy Lou Who. She's lead singer for a band called Pretty Reckless, and was also in Gossip Girl.
Spy Kids 2.
What, for like a minute?
I don't know. It's just one of her credits.
I've never seen those movies.
Oh.
And then we have Kelly,
He plays Max.
is a dog who has his own IMDb, which I was like, okay.
That's dope.
Christine Baranski, who I feel like we've talked about her before.
I'm sure we have. Martha May Huvier.
Mamma Mia, Chicago. Yeah, we did something with her in it, and I can't remember. Jeffrey Tambor is the mayor. And then we got Bill Irwin, who is Cindy Lou Who's father. He's the Doug Jones of the 90s.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third Rock from the Sun, 90s. Yeah, he's in it for a couple episodes, playing their pet dog. His brain got put into a guy or something. Yeah. I did a work.
Birdcage.
Oh, Christine. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Birdcage.
Bill Irwin. I did a short movement workshop with him at Cornish. He kind of taught me how to do the Charleston, and we did some like clown stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Molly Shannon, who plays Betty Lou Who. I don't know.
Lindsay Lou's mom.
Yeah, no, but Molly Shannon, I don't know. It's Molly Superstar.
Yeah.
It's Molly Shannon. She
Talladega Nights.
She feels very famous to me.
SNL.
Yeah, SNL alum.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else really? I'm
just looking.
I don't think there's really one. I mean, like the four who's at the beginning, but regardless, All right. So yeah, let's get into reviews. And I was actually okay. So when I was since I was short on time, I was writing notes while we were watching it, and I was surprised by how low the scores were. And then now on reflection, finishing it, like now it makes sense. I see it. It's got a 6.4 on IMDb. That's the highest out of all of these. A 49% tomato meter rating and a 59% popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, this has a 46 on Metacritic.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's just, I don't know. I've just come to realize with doing these little holiday block things too, it's like Christmas, obviously, for very obvious reasons, is really easy money.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And because so many of these movies come out too, so like there are 11 positive, 10 mixed, and 8 negative. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much almost even across the board. And it's because there's just people that really love Christmas and there's people that really hate Christmas. And that's kind of how it goes down. And anyways, so at the tippy top with 100 by Jay Carr at the Boston Globe. With Carrie hitting a career peak, this Grinch doesn't steal Christmas. It restores the season by helping energize us enough to make it through the whole thing.
I would say distracts us, not energizes us, but cool.
Okay, not your review. How about them apples? Going down. Sorry, I gotta go down. Go down. Where is? Oh, did I write him? Of course I did. Roger Ebert actually wrote a review. So for mixed, Roger Ebert gave it a 50, and it says, "I am not a mind reader and cannot be sure, but I think a lot of children are going to look at this movie with perplexity and distaste. It's just not much fun."
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was weird. He always comes out to surprise us.
Because I feel like kids in general are going to be the ones that enjoy this more. They're just,
I was just thinking. And then the negative I got with a 20 by Todd McCarthy at Variety. Shrill, strenuous, and entirely without charm. Ron Howard's attempt at a Christmas classic is an elaborately wrapped empty box that will fool many people into buying it, but will not greatly please its recipients.
I don't 100% agree with that, but there is definitely some buzzwords in that I'm like, yeah. Can you read that last sentence again?
Elaborately wrapped empty box that will fool many people into buying it, but will not greatly please its recipients.
Fool people into buying it. I do feel like there is a setup in this that we don't actually receive the right catharsis to.
The ending of this is very lackluster, but I've always kind of felt that way about the Grinch in general. But also the fact to say that this is entirely without charm, I think
I disagree with that.
Because that's also the Christmas. That's the inherently it has charm because it is Christmas. Because of what you're talking about is charming, in the sense of a lot of this crap is coming together, and there's this, or even like a Christmas Story. A Christmas Story is very charming. The Christmas Story is,
but it's also depressing.
Yeah, the Christmas Story is out leagues ahead of this. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that inherently there is a little bit of charm of Christmas because of the pedestal that it's put on, and then especially when you put it in this fantasy world of the Who's, and I don't know. I just think Dr. Seuss is charming.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is that there's a mix of this being Dr. Seuss is How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Ron Howard's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
because it's the first hour spends its time creating this history for the Grinch and the Who's, trying to create sympathy for the characters, for the world, to give us like a tangible thing for it. And then the last 40 minutes is How the Grinch Stole Christmas book, you know?
Yeah.
So it's an hour and 45 minutes, and like an hour 5 of it is spent to build up to this, why the Grinch
is the way he is. Yeah.
And why he decided to do this to the Who's.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what takes away some of what I feel is the actual magic of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, like his actual book, is that the Grinch inherently just has it's just like it's more black and white in a sense that the Grinch is just this curmudgeon-y dude, and just like that looks down upon the Who's on the hill, and decides, well, I'm just gonna take their joy away from them, and that's just like his whole thing. And then with the magic of the Who's and the love of Cindy Lou Who, his heart grows 3 sizes too big, and it's just that magic that creates it and changes his point of view. This whole creation of, well, he was teased by the Who's because of his bad shaving job and all of this other stuff, I feel like adds too much layers and then takes away from this inherent, just pure innocent story that Dr. Seuss had created.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Because that's why I like the 1950s animated version more, is because it's just straight to the point.
Yeah. And
I get why they decided to do this. It's like, well, there's a lot bigger world to explore in it.
Yeah.
And then another problem that comes out is that, well, one of them is the film is just, I feel like like a 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of that hour and 5 minutes is just extraneous filler of Jim Carrey, just letting Jim Carrey do some weird bit. And which a lot of them are funny, and I'm laughing at them because Jim Carrey's a funny guy, but it does nothing to serve the story going forward most of the time. And sometimes they just like go on for so long that it's the rhythm of everything is get thrown off.
Like, what are you referring to?
One in specific is like, I guess this one's later on, but it was like him trying to pull the sled back, and it just got to this point where it was overly physical, overly comical, and it was like this could have just been the same actions, just cut better, edited better. It felt long, and a lot of the times in those moments where he's like on a rant, some of them feel like they just go a bit too long. One extra extraneous thing too much, Because also, how do you reel in Jim Carrey?
Yeah, especially going on a complete mental breakdown because of cosmetics and stuff.
Like Ron Howard is probably like afraid to yell cut sometimes.
Yeah, let him get
maybe.
it out.
I mean, we're speculating because there is the history of
he was constantly in a state of zoomies.
Yeah. Like there is the story of like Jim Carrey kind of losing it, but I mean also the prosthetics that he went through is insane.
Yeah.
I don't really want to focus on that. I want to focus on the story that was created here.
I don't care about that.
And like a really big thing is like I really, really sympathize more with the Grinch in this because the Who's are just insufferable.
Well, that's what I like my synopsis though. That's all well and good, but he also goes out of his way to terrorize them.
Yes.
Like he's miles away from Whoville.
Well, but he also ends up getting all of their trash. Like everything.
Again, he wouldn't have to go through the dump if he didn't go to Whoville. It's on the other side of the mountain. It's not like it's dumping out into his house.
I always took that it was like dumping into his yard. Honestly, I think I may have misinterpreted that.
No, you could be right, but I'm just saying, like the only reason he gets into the dump is he goes down to and that's how he gets back up.
Yeah,
he comes down and he uses the tubes to get back up to Mount Crumpet.
I always felt like the dump, like that's his yard, in which when you think about everything that he owns, he's gotten from the Who's, which means somebody threw away a dog.
Yes, I mean that's
a Reddit theory.
Yeah, that's the theory. Well, yeah.
But it's because also, I mean,
his rant.
I was gonna say his rant is
spot on.
I'm like, that is 100% yes.
That's Christmas.
Like that is what Christmas is. And like if that was what the story would have like focused on getting towards in this, like if they decided to change a little bit of like how his heart grows 3 times larger, on it being, I guess I don't know, like
what they should have led into more is they should have led into more of a, and they kind of they kind of do, but what they should have really led into is that it is a mutual change between the Grinch and the Who's.
Mm-hmm.
He, the whole story is he steals all this stuff and they're all panicked about it, and then Lou, whatever his name is, the dad, has this whole big rant about what Christmas is really about, and they realize they don't need the presents and yada yada yada, and that's how the whole But it's like it's such a quick thing that to me it's like if you kind of did lean into more of them actually changing into each other and kind of focus a little bit more on that, because that whole ending is really really rushed.
Yeah,
and because of it's just I don't know, but also he has this whole rant about basically anti-consumer capitalism. And is just calling out all the Who's on a movie where the price tag was almost $400 million. Like,
very much.
How maybe they're all sitting there like,
what is it? The calling the kettle black.
Yeah, the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry, Ron Howard, you're a very commercial director.
Yeah,
I like some of your stuff, but you make movies. You don't make statement pieces. Da Vinci Code. You did the entire Da Vinci Code franchise. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
A statement on a Scientology, but there's not Scientology. Sorry, on science and religion, but religion's real.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but that is a really great. I remember. I very fondly think of that rant he has.
I mean, that is.
I don't want to make waves. Like
it is my favorite part of the movie too, because that rant is how I feel about Christmas most of the time. What I love about Christmas is spending time with people around me. I don't need gifts. I don't need any of that. I just good food and friends and merry time.
And booze.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of over that. We don't necessarily need the booze.
I like the wine.
Ooh, maybe I'll make some buttered rum.
Ugh. Fucking gnarly.
Really? Have you ever had it?
Yeah, we had it here once.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we made it.
Oh. No? Not your thing?
Well, then it's such a bitch to clean.
That's true.
It's such a bitch to clean.
But yeah. Yeah, so that's the whole is like, and like the Who's, the people that need to learn something in this entire movie really are the Who's.
More so the Who's, yeah.
Yeah. And they don't learn anything, I feel, at the end of it.
I think they do, but I just think it's rushed over because Lou has that. He finally stands up for his daughter because he's always like cowering over the mayor to keep conformity. Mm-hmm. And then he basically has like a talk to my kid like that again, and I'm going to knock you out. Funny. Because that's what's his name? Tamborn. Michael Keaton punches him in Mr. Mom.
I don't remember that movie. I only remember bits from that movie.
Well, it's like towards the end, and like
he's one of the sexist guys, isn't he? Tambor.
He's one of the coworkers, and he like bites his kid heads off.
That's right. Yeah.
And he goes, "Yo, talk to my kid like that again. I'm gonna knock you out." And then it happens again. He goes, "I warned you," and he knocks him out. And I was always like, "Yeah, go, Dad." But wait, that was funny because that's this moment, that Lou has, and he finally, stands up and and even says, that is what she's been trying to tell me. That's what she's been trying to tell all of us, and she's right. And so there is like this magical Who that changes all of them in a brief moment out of years and years of.
Yeah, but I don't really feel like they change. I think they're just like, oh, okay.
Where's my shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm agreeing with you. But that's why I'm being careful because I don't want to sound stupid. Because if you boil it down, what I am saying is there. They just didn't.
It's not executed.
Yeah,
it's not executed in a very
cathartic way.
In a very cathartic way, because this at the end of the day is supposed to be a kids movie as well, and I really see that now. There's I will laugh at it every single time when Jim Carrey's just like at the camera.
Oh yeah, danger. And then
because I saw a meme a long time ago, like when you get the zoomies at your dog and your dog's point of view. It's just like, I just think every time I'm playing with Big, I'm just,
that's what you're.
And he's like, oh God, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's that, what it kind of is. It's kind of, I think I have been complaining about forever, that like thing that Disney's been doing of the villain origin story, like Cruella.
Yeah. And
you're like, no one.
It's
who
interesting.
gives a shit.
It's interesting that you feel that way because you are such a villain guy.
Yeah,
the villains are always the most interesting.
But they're interesting because you don't know usually. You know what I mean? Like Cruella is a villain because she wants to bludgeon puppies to death and then make a coat out of their skin. I don't need to know why she wants to. That's not interesting. What's interesting is that she wants to bludgeon puppies to death. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need an origin of why they're a dick. It's like a Gaston movie. Who cares? Gaston's hilarious because he's an idiot. He's a hunter, and he's just funny as fuck because then he's like this kind of oaf kind of guy, and then he tries to go on a murdering rampage. Yeah, gets the whole town in on it too.
I mean, I don't blame him. He was trying to save the woman that he loves from a beast.
Yeah, I'm air quoting for those listening.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaston has a little more because of the fact that Beast is this recluse and
they don't
dangerous.
Know what he is.
He's dangerous.
She's also going through Stockholm syndrome, probably.
And also, he is a giant werewolf, basically. Like, their reaction isn't that crazy.
No, it's not.
But now that we're talking about it, like, can you believe they did that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that thing?
She's a tiny young woman.
And that thing's like 8 feet tall, 500 pounds of just monster.
They don't know that there's dancing in a ballroom.
Well, and it's just like, and I guess, I don't know, like, with the whole Grinch, it's like, he's this other, on the other side of the snowflake, there's this other group of who's, I guess, or what do they call them? A what? The what's. Who's and what's. That makes it easy. Somewhere on this planet are the what's. And that's how the Grinch got blown off, and, now he's in the wrong village, basically. So it's like all of that is all well and good. But then even like he has like one bad day at school and then, okay, Bruce Wayne, like one bad day and we're just going to make that an entire personality. Like, but then also like that's the other thing too. In a real world, obviously it's a movie. In a real world, there are so many ways to get around that. Like where were his grandparents, the two women, where he's doing all this shit. He's like got a welding gun and like,
I mean, that's the magic of it as well.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, you have to put your disbelief a little bit. But when they start happening in a row,
Yeah.
So it's like he's doing all this shit, making the present. No one's around. He's shaving. No one's around. He gets to school, has a bag on his head, and then the teacher, rather than pull this child aside and be like, hey, what's going on? He makes him in front of class, show that whole thing. Then she starts laughing as they start laughing, and then he picks up a tree and throws it through the goddamn window.
I don't blame him.
No, I know, but there was a lot of steps we could have taken to not get to that outcome. And then he takes off. He just takes off.
Yeah.
And then just disappears for 30 years.
Because that's what trauma does sometimes. And
But you know what I mean? I don't know. I was like, yeah, I get this is our origin story, but.
And it's a little over the top because of what we're trying to lead towards, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'll never get married.
You can like it's like I don't know. There's something small like that happening to a child that can be long lasting.
I'm not diminishing trauma. What I'm diminishing is the Grinch.
Also,
little bit.
It's honestly, I put that all on the Who's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Like that's what the teacher, like, and the grandparents.
It's because, and this is the thing that makes this Who's so insufferable is they live in this like perfect little world of no adversary or no, so like the little weird thing that shows up, the Grinch, that's just it has adversary in itself, has a turmoil, is sticking out like a sore thumb, and they don't know how to handle it, and instead of trying to understand it, they mock it and push it away.
Well, the children do.
The grandparents accept him, yeah, but
it's the No Child Left Behind initiative.
Jeez, that's not what that is. But yeah. 100% not what that initiative was about.
I just made that connection in my head, and I'm gonna keep it there because that's funny as fuck. Well, I don't know. I mean, honey, our baby's here. Looks just like your boss.
I will. Yeah, that is one of the things that I do enjoy about this movie is there is a lot of
innuendo,
snuck in adult humor that makes this movie enjoyable for kids and adults.
It is fun, and it is fun to watch Jim Carrey doing his whole Jim Carrey shtick, you know. But
to a point now, I feel like
I'm just over Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
I think I just kind of I never thought that'd be the case, but I just kind of aged out because also it's like even in stuff like, you know, like I'm gonna put this in with like Ace Ventura just because of the physicality that's behind it and everything and the over the topness. Yeah, a lot. Liar Liar more in Yes Man because that's the same movie. But like this is very, you know, like that whole football scene, you know, come on, coach, give me a chance. That thing is very, you know, and then, you know, that he has his other ones of like Number 23 and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and everything. But even like Bruce Almighty, Yes Man, Liar Liar, that's what I kind of mean in that way. But even then, it's like in those movies too, he's never a likable person.
No, he has a redemption arc.
Yeah, but he's still, I don't know, but it gets to a point where I'm like, I don't give a shit. It took a magical spell to make you not a piece of shit. It took you becoming God and just pissing it away to learn how to not piss off your girlfriend. Really? That's what it took to appreciate anything in your life? Really? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, Liar Liar, he got divorced. Oh no.
Oh, I thought that was the magical one.
No, I mean, Yes Man, sorry.
That isn't magical, it's just...
the kid literally makes a wish.
No, in Liar Liar, yes.
Yeah.
No, in Yes Man... It's just like
I got the two movies confused because of the same shit. But no, Yes Man, you know, he got divorced, so he's sad and he's just a prick to everybody.
What about Dumb and Dumber?
Again, unlikable. He steals a bunch of money and then stalks a woman.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, you know, like I don't know. It's just
big hopes. Cool.
The only one I think it's because it's just that wild. Me, Myself, and Irene. I still love that movie.
That movie's wild.
The shit that goes down in that movie is crazy.
Yeah.
After the years my ass is taking a pounding, you know.
Yeah, and I like that first review you're saying is Jim Carrey at his peak. Or at the height of his peak or whatever.
Sorry, my microphone's falling off. Well, even The Mask. He's also, I don't know, I don't find Fletcher to be very much interesting. He's very neckbeardy. That whole movie is neckbeardy. Right?
Yeah, very much so. Now, I mean, nowadays, especially.
Yeah, it just hasn't really aged very well, weirdly enough. I just didn't think that would go that route.
Yeah, it's like this is like peak Jim Carrey, which makes sense. Like when I was saying like this movie feels like it doesn't feel like it does. It's extraneous like clips of Jim Carrey doing these things, doing these bits because Ron Howard was creating a vehicle for Jim Carrey to do this stuff.
Well, yeah, and then I was also reading that to get the rights to this, there's a bunch of crazy speculations and like specifics that had to be followed through. And, I was like, go on Dr. Seuss's widow for getting that shit down. Like she was like, he's dead. I'm going to make some goddamn money off of him. Like, good for you. Like, you know, like she got a good lawyer to make that contract. But it's like...
Well, yeah, because while Dr. Seuss was alive, he refused to let any of his...
works get adapted.
Get like a live action type of adaptation. Like the only... I think there's only been... Two.
Live action.
No. Well, he was alive that they did animated of.
Oh.
And I know because it was How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And I think the Lorax.
I feel like the Lorax was one. I can't remember at the time. Don't quote me on that. I think you're right though.
There might be Horton Hears a Who too. There might be a couple that got into some animated, but I think they were just like honest, like literally from the page
to animation. Yeah. Because now there's 2 live action, and then there's a handful of animated. Because there's the Grinch, Lorax, Horton. Did they ever make a Cat in the Hat animated? No, I don't think they have. Because it's Illumination.
Didn't they do a Thing 1 and Thing 2 thing? thing?
I don't think so. Because it is Illumination though that doesn't, right? The Minions studio.
I can't remember.
I think it is.
I don't remember that.
I mean, Horton Hears it. Is that Jim Carrey? No way.
Horton Hears a Who? Oh, that would
Is
be
it?
weird. That'd be odd.
It is. He's Horton.
That's crazy.
I was like, I remember Steve Carell, and I was like, I think Jim Carrey's in it too. Yeah, he's Horton. That's
He's
really
the elephant?
yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's wild. I never really put that together. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it again. No makeup. No makeup. Yeah, that's a great. It's Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, Will Arnett, and Seth Rogen.
What a wild
Yeah.
cast.
Oh, and Jonah Hill.
Huh.
That's funny. Those are the first ones that come up. Amy Poehler. Wow, this is a. Anyways, we're not doing that. I don't know. It's like. This movie also just feels really overproduced, and I feel so stupid saying that because no
Kinda has to
shit.
be.
Yeah, like there is no other way to really do it.
Like
you can't do an art house movie of the Grinch. Like
I mean, you could try.
you could try, but it's like no, it's Who. It's the Who. That's what it is though. It's like the Who's live in such a specific world that you really need
With the
to.
Who's is it's and the Who's done it's and the Who's has it's and the Who's things and the Who's.
I
the
do.
Who's.
Oh, I do want to point out what I said to you too. I love the vocabulary in this movie.
Yeah.
I think that's just great. I don't know what it is about that, but these little, because it still has that Dr. Seuss thing, but they're not all talking in rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
And then to acknowledge it, the time that he accidentally I think I can't stand in the lease. Oh no. And then he realizes that he's doing it. Mm-hmm. He's like,
There is a level of awareness that they gave the Grinch in this movie. Like he's aware. He breaks the fucking fourth wall at least twice.
well, he does the so desensitized by movies and television. What's the other one?
When he looks right into the camera.
When he breaks the fourth wall. I remember that one. I don't remember the other one.
I think there was one with Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Where he's trying
Okay.
to scare her, and then he looks at us, and then he goes back. What do you want? That one.
Oh, there's another one at the end when his heart's growing, I want to say.
Oh God, that line at the end. I'm sorry, by the way. The presents, they'll be destroyed, and I care. What is the deal? that line gets me every time. That's a really funny acknowledgement, because the dude is going through a crisis.
Yeah.
He
And
doesn't.
he's like, I've never felt this way before.
I'm
Why?
feeling,
I'm leaking.
that whole bit of his heart growing is actually pretty funny, because that's the thing too. It's like Jim Carrey is and always has been, I know he's not really acting that much anymore, but even with Sonic, he's always been a very physical actor.
Oh yeah.
And that's what was fun about watching him.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's why, Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and they show in the trailers a little bit of the weird physicality and the prosthetics. The prosthetics are great for
the
everybody.
makeup. The makeup is great in this.
Yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal. And even then, it's he's still doing all that physicality in this really it's kind of a lot, with the belly and the head to toe, the fingers.
Yeah.
And he's able to really make them feel, you can tell that he's doing things too because they're so long, but take it back. He's doing these little ravey things.
You can tell he's just he's standing like this most of the time.
Yeah.
But
So it's Jim Carrey probably was the best at this time. I can't think of anyone else.
it's weird that
They thought of Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. I also saw John Stamos was on
He auditioned.
audition, but
No,
he
there was a conflict.
he was allergic to the prosthetics.
Right. That's what it was. I would fucking love to go into a parallel universe and see Jack Nicholson in the Joker.
It'd be a very different movie.
Dude, the Grinch would be terrifying.
Because there wouldn't be that crazy physicality like that.
No, but that's what I disagree though, because it's Jack Nicholson is stiff because he's just the way he is.
I'm just talking about the age that Jack Nicholson.
I know, but even then, he has really great physicality. Look at The Departed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he had good.
The way he moves.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it wouldn't. I guess not. There wouldn't be the weird, comical.
No.
Stuff that Jim Carrey.
He would be like a predator, stalking through the tall grass. You know what I mean? You like Christmas, little girl? Ugh. Get out of here, Jackie boy.
All right, I think
I'm done.
We're going in circles.
I'm
We're
done.
about to go in circles and derail. I don't know. I didn't even
don't
think
know.
about a rating.
Because it's like, but that's the thing. The Christmas movies, it's hard. They're hard to rate. So, okay, let's break it down real quick. As a Christmas movie. Yeah, let's do that. As a Christmas movie, what do you get it? A 4?
I used to say that. I would think honestly. I now down to like a 3.5.
Okay, so as a Christmas, a 3.5. As a comedy.
2. No, sorry, that's way too low.
Yeah, I was like, it's pretty funny. we were both laughing. Like, so that's a lot. You're a liar.
3. A 3.
Okay, so as a comedy, a 3. As a Christmas movie, a 3.5. What else?
As a kids movie, I honestly I feel like a 3 is just kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, we're 3.5, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Like, I think a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I don't know. It just still feels high.
No, okay, I'm
But
sorry.
but I'm not going to change it. It's just like.
But let's again, let's do that thing. What's wrong with it? There's nothing wrong.
I just think other than its makeup and prosthetics, it's just kind of it's a lot more. It's now more aware as the older I've gotten, time has passed, how shallow of a story it is.
Yes, but
Again, going back to the reason why I still like the animated version in the book is because there isn't all that added extra layers. It is very black and white. It is very to the point, and I think that's what makes it a wonderful Christmas story.
And then on my end, I think that going to making Cindy Lou Who a more fleshed out character and more important to the story was a really great idea on how to extrapolate this universe and give us something, give the kids someone to root for.
I agree with that. I just don't think it was done right.
No.
Yeah.
I think it could have done better.
Yeah.
But I don't think that as a whole, something you only watch one time a year, maybe once.
Yeah.
I think that it gets the job done because it's still, like I find it wild how much I quote Jim Carrey in this in my head.
You and I just quote Jim Carrey in general in our head.
This
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because of what I was 8 when this movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking formed some kind of part of my personality.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's really just locked the fuck in there.
I want to go
crazy.
back in time and introduce young you to Pauly
No.
Shore.
Absolutely not. I'm gonna sound like a Gen Z up in here. I mean, that dude's fucking funny. He would have been a good Grinch. Wheat's coming with the Christmas tree. Okay, so the 3.5, the Connect the Stars came
3.
up with
3 out of 5.
yeah. A 3.5. Oh, I see what you're saying. To Connect the Stars came up with Robin Williams to Jodie Foster. That feels fun.
Sure. Yeah. Next week is Elf.
Yep. So yeah, next week we're gonna be doing Elf. Continue on with some of these movies that we kind of avoiding doing, but now we're gonna do them. I was like, oh, Dustin Hoffman's in Elf. No, Dustin Hoffman is in Stranger Things. Stranger Than Fiction.
Elf. Stranger. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. What?
Oh,
how
wait.
did you do that to my head?
I don't know. I don't know how I did that in my head. I did want to read one thing to you actually, just because I meant to.
Another review?
Yeah, because I just thought it was fucking rude. Oh yeah. Renee Rodriguez at Miami Herald gave it a 25. The dullest, clunkiest, big budget fantasy since Steven Spielberg flattened Peter Pan and Hook. I was so offended by that bullshit. But then I think they might be right. I was thinking about it and I was like, yeah, Hook is just How the Grinch Stole Christmas, but it's just not a Christmas movie. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Giant world, a bunch of unneeded backstory.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really great about it is watching Dustin Hoffman, the villain, the Grinch, do his fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. I hate reviewing movies. They ruined my childhood.
Just a quick side a side question, and then we can wrap up. When you see a review like that, do you go back and do you go into that person's review list and see what else they've reviewed?
Yeah, like a
And
what's it called? No, what's it called? Yelp. Yeah, like Yelp status.
And just to see if they're like really negative on just a lot of things, and versus like the things that they like.
I usually do, depending on if they say something to really.
I mean, it sounds like that would be somebody I don't want to be like, God damn, what else?
Well, like their positives are 1.2K, their negative are 269. So, they give more positive reviews than they do negative. So I was like, you little.
I just didn't like this.
They gave train. Oh, that's T2. Never mind. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So the Lego Batman movie, they gave an 88. Okay, Renee. You want a little more? Because you're right, that movie's incredible. Yes, so follow us on Instagram and Facebook. All of our promos are on there. On those promos are our link tree, so you can go ahead and click and listen any way you like. We also have YouTube. If you like to watch, I don't get that. You do that. I don't do that.
A lot of people do it.
Bah, humbug. Yeah, so play the game. We're going to be doing Robin Williams, Jodie Foster. Go ahead and put your connection in the comments if you'd like to play along. And I think that's everything. This is Tommy.
This is Jake.
This is Tommy and Jacob's Mixtape.